3 ecstasy barons were executed to avenge the horrific murder of a rival drug gang member, it was claimed yesterday. 2 of the shot villains, Craig Rolfe and Tony Tucker, are thought to have killed cannabis dealer Kevin Whittaker, 27, by injecting a lethal cocktail of drugs into his groin. In return, Whittaker's pals wiped them out on a snowy farm track along with a henchman, Pat Tate, it is believed. The bodies of the 3 sparked a murder riddle when they were found in Rolfe's Range Rover outside Whittaker, Essex in December. But yesterday, an explanation was provided by Pat Tate's mother Marie, 58. She revealed that before her son was slaughtered, he told her how Rolfe and Tucker ambushed Whittaker and killed him with a poison jab. First they paralysed him by forcing him to snort a substance called ketamine. It is used to numb horses before castration and is known in the underworld as Special K. Then, as helpless Whittaker's muscles froze, the laughing gangsters pierced his groin with a syringe and pumped a deadly concoction into his blood. After he died, they dumped his body in a ditch near Basildon. Marie told how Whittaker, the father of a baby boy, was working for a rival gang in Romford. She said Rolfe snatched a bag containing £60,000 worth of cannabis from him before he was killed, and she added, "I am firmly convinced the rival gang decided to get even with Rolfe and Tucker over Kevin's death and the theft of the cannabis." She insisted her son had nothing to do with Whittaker's murder, and he was killed on the farm track only because he was trying to protect Tucker, a drug trade Mr. Big whose dealers included the one who sold an ecstasy tablet to tragic teenager Leah Betts. Although an open verdict was recorded at Whittaker's inquest, the results of a Sun investigation back Maria's story, and police believe her account of the initial murder is probably close to the mark. Marie said Tate blurted out the truth about Whittaker's grisly end after a visit to a Basildon hospital hours after the killing on November 17th, 1994. Tate, 37, was recovering after being shot in a failed assassination attempt. An unknown to his mother, he had a gun hidden under his bed to protect himself. He was also high on drugs smuggled into the hospital, which Marie said obviously loosened his tongue. Bodybuilder Tate told how Rolfe, 26, and 38-year-old Tucker, one-time minder of boxing champ Nigel Benn, gloated over Whittaker's death during a visit to his bedside. Marie said they told him with relish what they had done. Rolfe laughed because he thought they got away with murder. Then Tate, who had served time for armed robbery, went on to describe Whittaker's fate in chilling detail. Marie said Kevin was forced to snort a substance nicknamed Special K. He was numbed from head to toe, but his brain and his mouth were still functioning. He was bundled into a cream-coloured BMW, unable to defend himself. They pulled down his trousers, and all he could do was look at them pitifully, plead with them not to hurt him, and ask what they were going to do to him. They laughed in his face and injected him in the groin with a deadly mixture of drugs. Then he drove him to a parking spot down a country lane and dumped his body in a ditch. The mother added, "I was horrified at the time and too frightened to talk, but now my son is dead and I want everyone to know what evil people are out there." Rolfe, Tate and Tucker are thought to have been lured to their deaths by the promise of a drugs deal. Police believe the killer, who finished them off with rapid fire from a pump-action shotgun, travelled with them in the back of the Range Rover. Maria said, "Pat, Tucker and Rolfe were all big men pumped up with steroids. My son never went anywhere without his mobile phone in his hand and a gun in his inside pocket. It took a brave and clever man to ride in that car with them and kill them before they had a chance to make a move. He's very capable of killing again." The assassin has not been caught. Police remain unconvinced the hit was motivated by revenge and believe it was an inside job carried out by a double-crossing member of the victim's own gang. But a Sun probe has uncovered startling links between Whittaker and Rolfe, and we learned that huge amounts of dangerous drugs were found in Whittaker's body. Our probe revealed he acted as a go-between in cannabis deals, and an itemised phone bill shows he called Rolfe's mobile from his father's home 4 times in the hours before he died. A message asking him to contact Rolfe was also logged into his radio pager, and friends told how he made no secret of the fact he was heading for a rendezvous with Rolfe on the night he died. Whittaker's family are convinced he was killed by Rolfe and Tucker, but was written off by police as a junkie who overdosed. Detectives could find no evidence to support the murder claims, and at the inquest, coroner Dr. Malcolm Weir called the death most inexplicable. But the Sun discovered that high concentrations of cocaine, ecstasy, cannabis and ketamine were found in Whittaker's blood. There was also a devastating dose of lignocaine, an anaesthetic drug used as a cutting agent for cocaine. 8 milligrams of lignocaine in a milliliter of blood can kill. The level in Whittaker was 3 times that. Rolfe was called as a witness at the inquest and asked to explain his contacts with Whittaker, but a senior police source told The Sun he suffered a convenient bout of amnesia. He denied meeting Kevin and said he only spoke to him on the phone to inquire about his baby boy. Whittaker's father Bert, a retired Ford car worker, said, "The statement by Mrs. State confirms all my suspicions." He told how his son was debt-ridden and frightened, and he added Kevin did not abuse drugs and was not suicidal. Alison Picton, mother of Whittaker's 1-year-old son Lewis, called the man a devoted dad. Alison, 23, added, "He would have never killed himself."